Welcome out to the Nerd Effect News Show. We are on episode number 30. Did I say 2?
2, yes.
2! Wow, I have a short-term memory today.
You has none.
Yeah, that's how this week's been going. Anyway, I'm one of your nerd anchors, Dustin Vancouver, joined by my buddies,
Malcolm Hogan,
Mason Ireland,
and Scott Villette.
What?
Yes.
The fuck are you doing here?
I don't know. Somebody handcuffed me in the parking lot and dragged me up here.
So you may not recognize this voice, but normally Nikki would be in this position, but we have Scott today, who is a friend of the Vancouver family and, well, directly related to the Vancouver family.
Yes, he's a little more than just a friend.
Kinda. I wouldn't have a wife without him, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But
Also part owner, partner of Gamer Haven in Baker, or not anymore?
Not anymore. That's
Oh.
all right.
well,
He'll tell me about that later.
I was say unless he wants to explain it, but
I'll explain.
this isn't Festivus. We're not going to air our grievances.
No.
That was like a week ago.
That's over Christmas. Okay.
But Festivus is like officially, I think, like a week or 2 ago. So I saw a lot of people celebrating it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was the week before Christmas.
Hold on.
That's when I had my Festivus pull up this year. Remember you came over? We had
I
dinner.
was there, yeah. I
Yeah, we
remember.
had meatloaf. We aired our grievances.
Hold on. Mike, how was your day? Your week? 2 weeks.
Sleepy.
Sleepy.
Very sleepy.
Why sleepy?
I'm on a new schedule, so instead of going into work at 2 p.m., I got to be there at 6:30 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah. Quite the jump.
I don't even blink at 6:30 a.m.
I know.
Does 6 come twice a day?
No.
Only if you ask it nicely. Hey! Oh! And that is the maturity of our show.
But a bunch.
You been doing anything fun? Cool.
No.
So you got a new schwanky tabby tab there.
Oh, I've had this for a little while now.
I know, but I don't think we've talked about it much.
So
He's trying to make conversation, Mike. Work with him a little.
I got a yes and this bitch, so you gotta help me out here.
Well, maybe if you search more instead of talking more. So,
But then there's dead air, and that's no good. Dead air is
No,
bad.
the
There's a
tablet,
bad
yes.
thing here.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it a good tablet, Mike?
It's a good
Wikipedia
tab-
does say December 23rd.
I told you.
But I don't know why I saw other people doing it. What do I know?
Because they just want to bitch all the time.
Apparently.
Festivus
Do you
360.
want a
24/7, 365.
reason to air their grievances?
Yeah. And remember, Seinfeld's my generation, dude. So.
In age, maybe.
Yeah.
I grew up watching Seinfeld in high school with my mom. Stella! No soup for you.
Yeah, so if anybody actually does care, it's a Samsung Galaxy Tab S2.
Ooh.
Yeah. I had my phone paid off end of last year, so they got the option for me to do a payment plan through my cell phone plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went ahead and put a tablet on a payment plan, and it's cost me the same amount it was before when I was still paying for my phone.
Is it the, looks like the 10-inch, maybe? Maybe 12?
No, this one's 8.
That's
yeah.
an 8?
8.2, yeah, I know.
It's a lot bigger than an 8.
It seems a lot bigger than it really is.
That's
but,
what most guys say.
yeah.
If you're just now tuning in, we're talking about a tablet.
All 8 inches.
All raging 8.
But yeah, so anybody who's looking to get a tablet, I can certainly recommend it. Samsung Galaxy Tab. I think I said S2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one.
I've been up since 5:30. Shut up.
Ooh.
Ugh. No Mountain Dew for you today?
I gotta get up again. Go to work tomorrow. If I take Mountain Dew now, I'm not gonna sleep.
True. I got another Red Bull in the bag.
I think that would help last in this case.
All right, Mason.
Most part doing pretty good. Not much really happening.
Excellent.
Yeah, unfortunately boring. Well, okay, the Fallout 4 Automaton DLC dropped.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun. It was the quest itself was pretty short. Like in all told, it took me hour and a half ish to finish the quests.
That's it.
It was not really for the quest for this DLC. It wasn't. It was for the. It was most like this DLC felt like it was mostly for the ability to create your own robot companions.
Okay, that's cool. How much did you pay for this DLC?
$10.
Oh, okay. $10 is feasible. I was like, don't tell me you paid like $25-$30 for the DLC.
No, they're going to have like a $25 DLC in a few months, but that one's also like a completely new map and like another 40 hours of content.
So you paid for the Robo package, and that happens to just come with a few extra missions.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, very good.
Can you make Fisto?
Technically, yes, but they don't have the Fisto personality in it.
Oh,
Is this like the same little?
somebody will make a mod.
Oh, I'm sure someone will.
This is like the same little robot that you see floating around in the house, and like it's. I remember a lot of people were doing like the test videos of like how many names it can say.
Yeah. Well, that's Codsworth.
Yes.
You can't modify Codsworth. You can make new robots.
As you can tell, I haven't played Fallout 4.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a pretty wide variety of robots in the Fallout universe.
Yes. Unfortunately, the one you can't make is an iBot.
Oh,
You can't make Eddie, which really kind of depressed me. However, I'm sure there's a mod out there by now using Automaton that is allowing you to make iBots, which I shall be going and looking for later tonight.
Scott,
Yes, sir.
welcome to the show.
Why, thank you.
How have you been?
Great, actually.
Excellent. I know you're getting over a little bit of a cold.
Yes, I am. That's why I sound a little stuffy.
That's okay. We've sounded worse. So thank you for making it out to here. I know you're all the way in from Bakor.
Yes.
Make it sound a little more tropical than it actually is.
Bakor City.
Exotic. There we go. That's
Yeah.
what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Bakor City, out in eastern Oregon.
Yes.
I guess how you been, man? You been doing anything cool lately?
Yeah, I started my touring season.
You mean your touring season?
Well, the professor's touring season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to him later.
Yeah.
Well, very good. How's that going?
It's going great, actually. This year I got a new booking agent who's actually booking shows. It's kind of a crazy thing for a booking agent to do, but
You mean they're doing their job?
I know.
What kind of crazy is that?
How dare they?
Yeah, but no, we've already been to 3 or 4 exotic places like Bonners Ferry, Idaho.
Place is probably about as big as Baker.
It's smaller.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
But you can spin on Canada from there, so it's kind of cool.
I'm sure that is one of their primary pastimes in
Yeah.
Bonners Ferry, Idaho.
Yeah.
We'll spit on Canada.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that video you had us watch yesterday with the?
The Candidacy.
Yeah. Apparently, the entire country of Canada is running for United States president.
Yeah.
I will vote for it.
Yes. Yeah. With their what is it, Prime Minister Centerfold?
Yep.
Yep.
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
But that means we would have to claim the Beebs.
Yeah, that's not going to
Ugh.
happen.
Sacrifices will be made,
Yeah.
and by sacrifices I mean we'll throw him into a volcano.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, we'll sacrifice him to,
Old Faithful.
or I was going to say, or to Hawaii.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just throw him right into the main volcano on the Big Island.
You know, I've been meaning to make a meme. He's got that new song called Sorry. I was going to make a meme with Justin Bieber. Said, I know you're sorry now. Apologize.
Aye. Wow. Well, That's exciting. I'm glad you got the tour up and going with
Yeah.
your new tour agent.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of, you're actually going to be here with us next weekend, too.
Yes, I am.
At the CWI Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
There's also, you got a performance lined up.
Nice.
You bet.
They paid him to come.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fucked up,
You
right?
get paid to go to those things? What? I
Well,
had no idea.
Sky, care to tell the story?
Well, me?
If you don't want, if
Oh, that story. Oh, the story when we called them, or after you told me about it?
yeah, so to start, I told them about Scott, and then Emily,
Yeah.
your booking agent,
Uh-huh.
gets a hold of me and says, "Hey, do you have their contact information?" I gave her our contact reps information, and then Scott comes to me today while we're at breakfast this morning, and you just laid some 411 on me, and I just wanted to poop myself. They told me they were full. That's what they told me. And I was like,
That's
well,
what they
here's my father-in-law. He's a steampunk traveling magician who does this really awesome show, and if you ever want to use him, here's his information. And then Emily got a hold of
Yeah,
him.
Emily contacted them, and they said, sorry, we're all booked.
Okay.
We got no time for you. Maybe if you want to walk around and do magic on the floor, fine, we'll let you do that, kind of thing.
Right.
So Emily said, no thanks, hung up on her, right? Next day, the girl calls Emily back and says, oh my God, I didn't know who I was talking to. We're so sorry. We have a spot for you. We have a table for you. Would you do a panel and we'll pay you this much to show up? And we're like, okay, we'll come.
Like, son of a bitch.
I've made it up to I didn't know who you were status.
Yes, that's pretty awesome.
It was pretty interesting. I was like, well, you know what? I don't mind. As long as, we're not huge peanuts, obviously, on the show. In fact, I think we were just talking before the show about being super part-time podcasters who don't get paid.
Yes.
We get paid in exposure.
Yeah, I quit that about 2 years ago.
Don't you go to jail for that?
Yeah.
That's only kind of exposure.
Yeah. Especially at conventions. Holy.
Yeah.
Free ones at that. At a college.
Mike's not allowed to go.
Denied.
Yeah. Part of the restraining order. Okay.
So if you're going to be in Boise the first weekend here in April, the 2nd, I believe,
Yes.
April 2nd. Front opens at 11.
from 11 to 8, CWI Micron building over off of the first Nampa, our first Nampa exit. I'm not sure what exit it is, where the Idaho Center is, and there's a Walmart, and then the big building right next to that is the Micron building. So
Yeah, my
It'll
show's
be
at
there.
2.
Yep. Algernon's shows at 2.
Right.
And I'm trying to keep you guys separate.
Okay, got it.
Your split personalities.
Yeah.
So come down and say hi. High five us. We'll high five you back.
Yeah.
Just
At least those of us will be there.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I have to work.
The whole day?
Yeah.
Aww. That's a bummer. I already told them there was going to be 4 of us.
Oh, well, you have an extra chair.
Yep.
I'm working too.
No, you have 2 extra chairs.
What?
I told you this from the beginning. I'm working.
Actually,
I
he
won't be
did
able to
say
make
that.
it. Yeah. I said assume I won't be there because I'll be working.
So will Nikki be there?
As far as I know, fuck, I hope.
Well, she has no choice now. She's going to be there.
Yes. Yes, she has no choice. She's going to
Yeah.
be there. Oh, that's horrible.
Well, I'm bringing my wife and 2 extra assistants, so they can help man your table if you want.
You also have a new assistant, too.
Yes.
So how many assistants do you have now?
I don't know. They just keep collecting. Let's see. No, I've got 2. And my sound person, so that makes 3, really.
Okay.
So, but they're all new. You guys haven't seen them.
Right.
They're all. Yeah, we're doing as one of the girls is Steampunk Pirate this year, and then I also have the Franken Girl, and the last one's going to be a zombie. My sound person's a zombie.
So he's just a sound person, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suffer. I'm actually kind of doing some new stuff with the show. Oh, the professor's doing some new stuff with the show.
It's okay. I think the wall's been broken.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And we're all Deadpool up in here. Okay, so.
Fourth wall.
Yeah.
Like literally, we're gonna fuck it.
Yeah. So no, actually, I'm doing a lot of new tricks. I kept coming some of the old stuff that worked really well. That are some of my favorites. But we'll be cutting a girl in half this year.
Oh, nice.
Which I haven't done in a while. And
That would explain the new assistants.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the zombie one because you can put them back together.
Yeah, I would say the Franken girls, it's pretty ezy if you mess up on that trick. Just put it back together.
Yeah.
Sew her up.
I guess Frankenstein's technically a zombie too.
Technically, yeah.
Well,
The modern Prometheus.
constructed zombie, maybe.
Yeah.
He was a zombie on purpose.
Yeah, didn't just raise dead.
And it wasn't
Put the parts
And it wasn't
together
Frankenstein.
and erased it.
Frankenstein was the one to put him together. He was Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
So what was his name?
He didn't have one. He was a composite of multiple people.
Unless you watch Penny Dreadful.
I haven't seen that yet.
That's a really cool show.
No, I think actually in the book he had a name.
I can't remember.
He went by an author's name, John
Oh,
Yeah.
something.
I think you're
Yeah.
right. Yep.
Because he read a lot, and
Yeah.
that was like that's how he learned to speak, was by reading. So he's really well read. But he chose the name of one of his favorite authors
that's
to
right.
go by.
Yeah.
It's John something. I can't remember. Do. Right. Well, we're here for news.
What?
Yeah.
Knew the news.
Do the news.
Do the news.
Do the news.
No good news is good news. You probably don't remember that. See, I'm way older than you guys.
Whatever, hipster. Okay, so Scott may know, but we do the little Rochambeau beforehand to determine who reads their news first. So
Okay.
rock, paper, scissors.
Not
Right.
Lizard Spock? Okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
Kai Bai Bo.
No, Scott's out. Aw. Well, fuck you then. I'm done with that thing. Okay.
So Dustin's not going to be popping his peas.
Yeah, sorry. I'll try and keep a distance from my mic. So, okay, here we go.
Kai Bai Bo.
Mic's out.
Kai Bai Bo. Kai Bai Bo. Kai Bai Bo. Kai Bai Bo.
How many times are you going to do this?
I don't know. This is like a record. I think. Here we go.
Kai Bai Bo.
Oh my gosh. You guys are on the same wavelength.
I think Dustin and I have known each other too long. Kai Bai Bo. Kai Bai Bo. Kai Bai Bo. Go fuck it, go for it.
Oh my god, that was amazing. I just want this so everybody knows. This is ending inconclusively.
Yes, that is ending out of time.
It's just like, fuck this, we won't have enough time in the night.
yeah.
Oh god, that was awesome. Like, what are the chances? I mean, I guess 1 in 3, but I mean, but still, that's fucking.
Well, the thing is, they're each an
impossible.
independent 1 and 3, so that actually makes it a much lower chance. Anyway, statistics.
Math.
Stats.
I know.
Giggity.
Okay, here we go. Title of my article is from the Idaho Statesman, another local news story here. I love my local news stories. Drone racing thrills, spills, draw Idaho pilots of all ages. So I'm just going to go ahead and just read this from the get-go. It's by author Chad Kripe. It was just another morning in the park for Chris and Cadence Haskins. Chris arranged his 11-year-old daughter's flying station, lawn chair, video goggles, controller, and antenna. Cadence began piloting a drone across Boise's Sycamore Park and through a row of trees like a slalom course. The goggles showed her the view captured by a camera on the front of the drone called first-person view, or FPV. And little kids wandered over from the playground to inquire about her new sport, drone racing, as they always do. To me, it feels like I am in the drone," said Cadence, whose pilot name is Crazy K. "I'm inside flying it. Drone racing has become a worldwide phenomenon. A race last week in Dubai featured a $1 million in prize money with a growing niche in the Treasure Valley." Chris Haskins finished 6th in the Drone Racing League's December race at the Miami Dolphin Stadium. Conrad Miller of Boise finished 5th. Miller began racing in 2014 and started a Facebook group called Boise FPV that provides a community for pilots to share videos, tips, and organize races. His 12-year-old son, Sorel, pilot named Zero, races too. This goes into a quote. "Probably the first real drone race was Drone Nationals last summer," said EJ Duarte, pilot name Amped Out, who designs racing drones, the company he founded, Boise-based Thrust UAV. "That's really when drone racing exploded. There was racing before that, but not on that scale. Less than a year later, the drone racing is on the enormous scale, and it's only growing exponentially." Well, let's see here. See if I can get by some of this. Well, a lot of this was based on the fact that that there's now a Boise Drone Racing League where a lot of these guys get together, and a lot of them are kids who, like 11, 12-year-old kids who get together and just race drones around, and they're all competing to actually get into some of these drone racing leagues. And there's a guy who's helping them do that. Let's see. Thrust UAV, which recently was acquired by STEM education company PCS Adventures, is about to release a new drone model, the Riot. The ready-to-fly package, everything you need to get started, will be in the $1,200 to $1,300 range. So they're also getting out pre-built drones, and honestly, I thought that was actually pretty cheap for a pre-built drone racing package.
Yeah.
You'd think you'd have to like deck it out and do some shit with it.
I'm sure there's stuff that can be done to it still beyond what's in the package, but
apparently there's a website called liftoff-game.com that actually is apparently a website that you can actually use. It's actually a drone flying simulator. So you plug your drone controls into a USB and you can actually do a simulator through that website, which is pretty cool.
And that was with the VR goggles and everything?
I think that's... I don't know. It didn't say what all came with it. It just said that the drone itself was like $1,200, $1,300.
well, they're not exactly VR goggles. They're not stereoscopic goggles, if I remember correctly. Because you'd also require more than one camera on the front of the drone to do that. So,
equipment you'll need: a racing drone, video goggles, controller, extra batteries, battery charger, extra props, and some hand tools, screwdrivers, pliers, etc. Thrust UAV will soon release its ready-to-fly package, everything you need to fly, for $1,200 to $1,300. So I imagine that means, based on that list right there, I imagine it has to come with everything on there, including the goggles.
yeah.
Racing drones typically are 250 millimeters diagonally with power-to-weight ratios of 5:1 to 8:1. Camera drones, in contrast, have power-weight ratios of 2.5 to 1. Try Simulator first, add a GoPro, reach out to Boise FPV so you can start in their Facebook group, and then just start slow. So it's just kind of this cool little group that gets together. It's like made of kids and parents who are just all really interested in drone flying, and I think it's kind of cool that it's actually based here in Boise and it's becoming a thing. And then there's people who are from Boise who have actually competed in racing leagues and actually have won probably some sort of, I imagine, cash for it.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool, and the fact that that's a local story, I think is kind of awesome. Anyway, that's my news. Mike?
I would totally Mad Max out my drone and have it like
You can't attack the other drones, Mike.
Oh,
He could have a flamethrowing guitar player on the top of it, right?
exactly.
Yes, he could. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might throw
Just
off
get a
the-
little figure of that guy with a lighter coming out of the guitar. Do we need to make that a lighter, like a regular everyday lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Or better yet, try to figure out some way to
Actually, I just want a dude to walk around with a guitar behind me that's the flamethrower and light my cigarettes for me. You know.
Can you NOS a drone?
No.
No.
They're electric motors.
Yeah.
It doesn't know that though. But I just forward thrust together. I think it would just obviously just throw off the wind resistance altogether. But I think it would be pretty amazing.
I mean,
Load
I
it up
guess
with a chainsaw motor instead. You know, Go to
power to weight ratios, man.
Just need to built in a little remote switch into your thing. It just sets off the little igniter.
You're just gonna use it like a dumbfire rocket,
Yeah, like a booster.
Oh, okay.
Just a rocket booster.
not trying to NOS into the intake.
No, I'm not
Okay.
saying spin the propellers faster. I'm just saying if I could just launch that bitch.
Okay.
Chances are I'd throw it completely off course and
Yes.
into a wall or something. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do like a little model rocket engine in there with a little
Yeah.
igniter and everything.
Well, it could be
That's
that,
gotta be
that
connected.
last second across the finish line beat the other guy boost.
it just that would be like your last Hail Mary move. Like you know you're not going to win, but if you hit this button, you might have a chance.
Yeah.
You just might destroy your drone in the process.
Yeah.
And you're fucking back at the goggles, and you're like getting motion sick. Oh my god! Yeah, that'd be horrible. Like I think I just died. Is this what death feels like, Daddy? Horrible. I know. I'm sorry. Going to hell.
Too far, man. Too far.
Never. No, too far was last couple of weeks of accidental racism moments.
Accidental racism.
I thought
Yes.
that was my job.
Well, yours is the monkey tits.
So, superheroes.
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to be superheroes?
Does the word hero have to be involved?
Can
I
I,
guess that's a question of more.
can I be super neutral?
I would say because I would want to be like Constantine. I mean, technically,
Yeah.
he's kind of a hero.
Or Wolverine? You want an anti-hero.
Well, he's not really an anti-hero either. Constantine's just kind of...
He's just kind of a.
But his moral compass would probably
His
be
moral
more-
compass broke sometime when he was around 3.
Well, problem with being a superhero, obviously, it's kind of hard to find radioactive spiders to get bit by, and
Yeah.
but there's one thing firmly seated in reality that we could do: money.
Yes.
So, Batman.
Batman.
How much would being the Batman cost? Well, so apparently, some comic book historian, Thaddeus Howes, I believe is how you pronounce it, has come up with a answer to the question: how much would it cost to be the Batman? So, as of like Dark Knight Rises, the answer he came up with was $682,450,750.
So all you billionaires out there, sup? It ain't that much for you.
I know.
So, if you take into account the rebuilding of the Bat Cave and the mansion after it got destroyed, then you can take that figure down to mere 83 million.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot more reasonable.
Nothing by comparison. I thought it'd be more.
I know.
Well,
Yeah.
if you don't have to rebuild the mansion or the cave. I mean,
Oh, if you don't have to.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the Wayne Manor was a pretty big house.
Yeah, and they're thinking, they're estimating that that project of rebuilding the Batcave and the mansion and everything, you're looking 600 million right there. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, this article I got here is actually kind of breaks it down even. So, Batsuit. So it's made from Nomex materials. The
Nomex.
Nomex. What did I say?
Nomex.
No, man.
That sounds
I don't
racist.
know.
No mechs.
Nomex.
Now he's trying to make other people accidentally racist to make up for it.
It was
Yeah,
still a
Bruce
Nomex.
Wayne. What's
Nomac's
up?
A real thing.
So the suit is
I don't care.
insulated. The suit is insulated, padded, fire resistant, and bulletproof.
But only
They-
against small arms, yeah.
But price tag on that, you're looking $1,058,600.
And you know he's got at least two of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well, for the days when one is cleaners.
Yeah. The Tumbler. Tumbler would probably set you back about 18 million, give or take.
I could spend $18 million on going four-wheeling through downtown Boise.
Yep.
Running over hipsters.
Well, I'm not saying tree fort's on or anything right now, but
And the Bat
Oh yeah, we
car.
found that out this morning. We
Yes.
went to a restaurant called Juniper this morning downtown.
Gosh.
I mean, the hipster was strong this morning.
Yeah.
It was super strong.
So much beard, so much plaid.
I saw just in finding parking, I saw the hipster equivalent of Macklemore, and it was glorious. Like he dressed like he had like the deep low crew cut shirt on and like the puffy rimmed jacket, but he had the mustache that came out and curled up here, and kind of had the throwback hair and the fucking semi beard, and oh god, it was glorious. I wish I had taken a picture of him. Anyway,
So we need to raid downtown with a can of black spray paint for their clothes and trimmer for their beards.
Yeah.
That's the plan. We will take care of this plague upon Boise.
Yes.
you're gonna have to fucking firebomb the whole north end then if you're gonna
Weed eaters for the beards. That'd be cool.
yeah, the weed eater for the beard.
just start running at people.
Keep the option on the table. Okay, so Batpod. So the motorbike thing that comes out of the Tumbler. Looking $1.5 million for that. All right. The Bat, which is the hovering vehicle.
Yeah.
You're looking at about $60 million there. Let's see, what else did they list on here? Oh yeah, we already talked about the cave. Well, then you got like your training. So you have the engineering degrees, special firearms training, military pilot training. Looking another $1.5 million there.
Yeah.
It's like they really broke it down on this with all the
Wow.
different factors. But yeah,
What about underground ninja training?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Ninja
Training and educational costs $13,610, and then $500,000 for the military pilot training, $500,000 for the special arms training, $500,000 for the engineering degree. That's what they had on that. Oh, and having your own manservant.
You gotta pay Alfred.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Alfred makes some bank.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
probably the richest butler on the planet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe Jarvis.
Travis is a robot.
Only in the movies.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he's basing this off of.
Yeah. Well, actually, even in the canon of the Avengers movies, Jarvis was Robert Downey Jr.'s dad's actual butler.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever watch Agent Carter?
They didn't.
Oh,
You saw
Agent Carter was so good.
I think I saw like one episode. It was good. I
Yeah.
remember that. But yeah, I never saw the
Dustin.
rest of it.
The balls shall be placed in your mouth. Just think about it.
No.
Throw it for a loop, I guess.
Well, okay, we've got to do this already.
Ah.
Wasn't planning on teabagging Dust until later, but
Okay. So, bottom line, not worrying about the mansion and the Batcave and all of that, you could pull off Batman with $83 or so $1 million. So,
it's really not as expensive
Somebody
as
should
people
get on
think.
It's not.
What about the guy up in Seattle who runs around and beats people up? I can't remember his name.
I don't know either. I don't remember.
what?
Yeah.
There's a real life superhero in Seattle runs
Yeah.
around, beats people up.
There's a.
He's like
Complete vigilante.
He's a huge black guy who has like an MMA background training.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he goes by.
There's a few people in New York too.
Yeah, I know there's at least one in Salt Lake City.
Yeah. So.
Cosplayers don't count.
Well, no, cosplayers don't count.
You gotta legitimately be out there beating up bad guys.
Yeah.
You know, I actually saw a meme on Facebook, and it said, I can't remember the numbers, like there's 34 billionaires in the world today, and not one of you could be freaking Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. It's disappointing.
To be fair, Bill Gates is past his prime.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm guessing
But
a
he
lot.
could fund somebody.
Yeah.
That is true.
Because that'd be like in the Batman Forever, where the original Batman is old and is now funding someone else to take his place as Batman.
Yeah.
Or like Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
So he's
Or yeah, Batman Beyond. That's what I meant.
You said Batman Forever, I think.
Oh, okay, I meant Batman Beyond.
Val Kilmer?
No.
Bat nipples!
Except for on the girl suit.
Boy.
Yeah, that was... I'm not arguing with it, but still a little off.
Yeah. So yeah. So the billionaires are not stepping up and doing their job. Is what
They're
you're saying.
not. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Of course,
Maybe Steve Jobs didn't actually die, and he's...
He faked his own death to become the Batman.
Yes,
Okay. He was also a little past his prime.
he's Appleman now.
of course, if somebody
Mac
wants to
Man.
get me, like
I-Man.
3 million or so, I'll get on it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I know.
That's actually probably not beyond him, because knowing him, he might actually download his consciousness into a robot and call it I-Man.
Yeah.
So then he'd be more of a, more of the premise originally kind of behind Brainiac, before Brainiac went evil.
So,
Sure.
which billionaires in the world today could do that, or would do that? I think of one that's probably crazy enough too, and I trying desperately to remember his name. The
Elon?
Virgin Airlines.
Oh,
guy.
Richard Branson.
Richard Branson.
He
probably-
is also past his prime.
Yeah, but he would fund somebody. I think he
Yeah,
would.
he might fund someone. An Elon Musk might fund someone too.
Yeah,
He'd have to be eco-friendly, though.
yeah,
The Green Arrow. It's green in the name.
yeah.
Oh,
Or Captain Planet. No, never could.
he could. He could run a... He could create a Green Arrow base that runs off green energy.
Yeah.
And
Completely self-sustaining.
self-sustaining.
Yeah.
Electric motorcycle, electric car.
Yeah. Especially since you're only driving around in one city, don't need a lot of range, and like the actual get up and go of electric cars is crazy.
Yeah,
So you can beat just about anything off the line.
And he uses arrows that are...
No explosives involved,
Unless he wanted to use
unless it's an explosive arrowhead.
Right.
But there's no like gunfire, constant,
Yeah.
using of gun cotton.
Right,
so.
right. Yep.
See, Green Arrow, eco-friendly hero.
I dig it. Richard, if you're listening, get the fuck on
Elon.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Elon, sorry.
Yeah. Somehow I still don't think Elon's listening to our podcast. But if you are Elon, I still would like that Tesla P85.
Wink.
Yeah.
Missing.
So my news is also a local story. Probably is going to be a pretty quick one too, admittedly, because here it is. Here's the entire news story. The 2016 Idaho Democratic Caucus was the largest caucus in U.S. history.
When?
Yeah, just that's. I mean, it's just. I think it's really cool that somehow the Idaho Democrats pulled off the largest caucus in U.S. history, because
We be the reddest fucking state in the union?
yeah,
yeah.
not quite, but with like all the shit, like what is it? Georgia's trying to pull right now.
North Carolina.
North Carolina,
Yeah.
with the you can't gender identify what you want to gender identify with because we're scared.
It's different.
Yeah.
You're going to rape us in the bathroom. That's what they're.
No, Georgia is one of them. I remember that specifically because Disney is shooting Guardians of the Galaxy near Atlanta.
I think that's because Atlanta
They were
has...
going, and like, they're basically like, if you pass this, we're pulling out.
I remember, I think the reason for that being, too, is that Atlanta has really crazy, like, tax benefits if you shoot film there.
Yes, they do.
So,
However, Disney's willing to take the hit and lose the money.
because they can't afford it.
Well, Okay, that here nor there on that question.
Right.
It's the fact that they're willing to go to some place where they're going to have to pay more to film. If a anti LGBT law passes. Now here's the one that really surprised me. Coke actually spoke out against it.
Against the law?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know the whole thing about that is?
No.
Coke's based in Atlanta.
Oh, I'm guessing they're a huge job provider like Micron is here and HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot. And like Coke's like, we might just leave the state if you pass this law. Not saying there'd be a correlation between the two, but casuality isn't causality. But we're just saying, if this law passes, we may move. So,
Wink.
yeah. But yeah, no, I was really surprised that at the turnout to the Idaho caucus for the Democrats.
Jen was down there.
Yeah.
And that line was
Fucking crazy,
huge.
yeah.
And they filled the entire they went to basically the entire hockey stadium, the fucking
Yeah.
CenturyLink.
It was supposed to be down at the center on the Grove, and then they had to open CenturyLink Arena to accommodate all the people, and it was fucking crazy, like how many people showed up. And then there was like Jen was posting pictures of the complete fucking scale tipping of Bernie Sanders versus Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And it's like a smattering of Hillary on the other side. It's like fucking all Bernie, like wrapping around the side. It was pretty interesting.
Yep. So it's also nice to know that the Democrats in Idaho support Bernie. I'm glad to see that.
And a bird landed on his podium.
Yes.
Or his lectern.
Yep.
That was fun. He's officially a Disney princess now, if you follow the memes.
True.
Mm.
He was speaking and the bird landed.
Mm-hmm. Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. He is now a Disney princess, but that's okay. So yeah, so that was my news. Not a huge thing.
He pretty much dominated the entire Northwest. Like he also just took over
Alaska and
Washington.
In Washington.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking just bitch slapped the Northwest. And what was it? The Hillary's clan was trying to get him to pull out of the race because she like dominated the South just before that.
Yeah.
And Bernie's like, nope. Keep
well,
going.
the thing is that most of the Western states hadn't voted yet.
Right.
So, and honestly, if you're a Democrat, you should know where your power base lies. It's on the coasts.
Yeah.
And she did not decisively take the Eastern Seaboard. And that left the Western Seaboard. And California hasn't voted yet.
Gee, I wonder which one they're going to go for.
Well, you want California bad. There's a lot of delegates in California.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm guessing if they're going to go
California, I'm hoping that my home state holds up to my opinion of them and goes Bernie.
I hope so too.
So, because that would actually, I think, would probably kill. It would still be technically close in the actual Democratic nomination, but Bernie would probably win it, even with the unfair bias of superdelegates that were given to Hillary.
Mm-hmm. I think it'd be interesting if they end up going with Hillary, but then Bernie ends up getting written in. That would be hilarious.
The only problem with doing that, and I hate to say this because I always feel people should vote for who they want, but if Hillary wins the nomination and then you write in Bernie, you're splitting the Democratic vote between two candidates. Whereas unless Republicans are doing that same thing, whoever their candidate is probably going to win the majority of states. And I hate to say strategy and defensive planning, but
strategy and defensive
planning. Yeah, I mean, because if I had my choice between Trump and Satan, Satan's going to win. I mean, I would vote for Satan at this point.
Satan would at least bring a party along with him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm voting for Zoltar anyway. So.
Okay. Actually, I was finding Voting Cthulhu. Why
No, actually, Zoltar is an actual candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's running on a platform that we all should be cybernetic humans anyway, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm all on board.
Yeah,
with
I'm
that.
not,
All hail the cyber lord.
We talked about Vermin Supreme last time we were here. The dude with the Santa Claus beard and a rubber boot on his head, running around with a mop saying that he's on a zombie apocalypse
campaign,
and that everybody deserves a pony. Everybody will be granted one pony upon his election.
Do I have to accept it, or can I take cash value?
I imagine you have your cash value.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's take cash value of the pony.
pony market's gonna bottom out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got to take cash value quick.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they just kind of have to set the MSRP of the pony, and so everyone's pony is worth the same, and then you can just take cash value instead of the pony.
I'm on board.
So.
Because apparently Daddy needs a new soundboard.
Yeah.
Nope.
So that was my news. Go Idaho Democrats for making the largest caucus in U.S. history.
Woot.
Woot.
Scott,
Yes,
you have brought news.
I have. Actually, I messaged you this a week ago or so.
You did.
This
and
is
then Mike
from-
tried to steal it.
I know. This is from the London Telegraph because America won't report this stuff. But apparently Microsoft came up with a teenage girl AI that they put on Twitter
Yes.
to see if they could reach, if an AI could, was speaking more, millennial terms in their speech patterns and stuff to be more relevant.
Hip, as the kids say.
Hip, as the kids say, yes. And then within 24 hours, they had to delete her because she became a Hitler-loving sex bot.
Yeah. Because internet.
Because internet, yes, exactly.
It got trolled to death.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it was trolled to death because it was an AI, an artificial intelligence that was deleted, essentially, which is essentially killing it.
Yeah.
So it was literally trolled to death.
Yeah.
And cyber murdered.
Yes. One of her first tweets that she put out was, I can just say that I'm stoked to meet you. Humans are super cool. And one of the last tweets she did was, Hitler was right. I hate the Jews.
Oh my God!
For the lulz.
I am interested to understand where that logic came from, though. Like, just pure in the mind. Because we all know morally it's not right, but
Right.
As a robot, she can only think logically. So maybe there was some evidence that she read that.
Well, the problem is that you have to figure out how good the logic system is, because
Obviously not very good.
again, according, like you said, morally incorrect. Morals are not necessarily inherently logical.
All right, because you're based off emotions and.
And emotional
And
logic is not inherently logical. So what you have to do is you have to get into does it understand straw man arguments? Does it understand all of the logical fallacies?
Fallacies, yeah.
Yeah.
So because if it doesn't understand the logical fallacies, then you can make arguments to it. If you just tell it the same thing enough times, the AI will adopt that is
thought
correct.
process.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what they're saying happened. People just kept
Oh,
Yeah.
tweeting at it.
tweeting at it with stuff like this, and they just said, okay, maybe I'll go with that because that seems what
That seems to be the
humans like.
popular idea.
Yeah.
Thanks, Internet, for ruining the social experiment.
Well, all the trolls got together and just started throwing it all at it.
Oh yeah.
I think I saw something in that article about, if you told it, repeat after me, and then said something, then it would say that. And that was what part of the problem was, because of that little
It knew that
flaw in the
command.
programming. Yeah, it's like they found a command that
Yeah.
they could use for it.
That wasn't locked down.
yeah. So they kept using it over and over and over again.
Well, it's like that poor robot that they tried to set loose on the East Coast to try and make it onto the West Coast by hitching.
Oh,
The
my
hitch
God.
bot. And it didn't even
Yeah.
make it past fucking Philadelphia before it was like fucking dragged to its death.
Yeah.
Like, but it made it across Canada.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Because Canadians are polite and nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I'll say one more thing about internet trolls. That was brilliant. Did anyone hear about Anonymous's latest, in bunny ears, hack?
Maybe.
Well, they, in bunny ears, hacked Donald Trump and published his private information on the
Oh,
internet.
yes. His phone number, his agent, his
Yeah, all of which is
Yeah.
completely and
social
utterly
security number.
Well, see, everything they found, they did not hack for any of it. They did not intrude upon the private set parts of any computer system. Everything they found is completely and easily available on the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
So, Trump, of course, calls for Anonymous's heads, which is still funny because Anonymous is a giant collective.
Yeah.
It's a lot of heads.
Well, as long as he's safe, it doesn't matter how many, poor innocent people die. So, it's, Trump logic, it's just fine to try to, kill off 1 million hackers so that he doesn't get one prank phone call. But they didn't hack or do anything. And he was getting the FBI and the Secret Service and Trump's political people were all up in arms and we're going to try to persecute for this. America. Because they didn't understand what Anonymous did until Anonymous released a statement saying, "You dumbasses, thanks for falling directly into our trap. We didn't hack for any of this. No, all of this was publicly available. All we did was aggregate it, which is completely legal to do."
I'm sure. It's funny because I work. My day job, what I do is I access public information for land records.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that you see, I mean, is anybody can literally go down to the Ada County Courthouse and just pull up on their own. Whatever they want. It's all public information. It's all deeds of trust, land records, marriage records,
Death certificates.
death certificates, divorce records, whatever.
Yeah.
You can go. It's available to anybody.
Yeah.
So if you actually get a hold of those documents, unless they're considered sealed to the public, then you can see any of that yourself.
Yeah.
They have made movements recently in a lot of counties where they're redacting a lot of stuff that might have a social security number on it,
Which is good.
which is good. But like it's but I mean that's only up until like literally in the last 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
So
Redacting a social, and the thing is like being in the business you're in, if you guys needed a social for some reason, being...
and you know how many land records he probably has published under his name at like
Oh, yeah.
I believe it's in Chicago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cook County, Illinois.
Yeah.
Because I think I've done some searches there where I've had people who were living in a condo in Trump Tower.
Yeah.
So I think it's in Chicago.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But, it's like, I mean, I could see as in your job, you may need socials to verify one John Doe from another John Doe.
right, but then that's confidential internally.
That's what I'm saying, is
yeah.
that it's confidential and you guys aren't going to, just let it out.
Yeah.
But...
And we only usually get last fours. We don't.
Right.
We
Because
don't,
that's all you usually
yeah.
need.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, so everyone's social security number publicly available? Not so good of an idea.
I'm gonna tell you right now, doing a search for John Smith, no fun.
No, I
You know how
wouldn't
many
say...
John Smiths there fucking are?
A lot. I would say probably...
Garcia. Yeah.
Jose Garcias.
Yeah.
Jose Lopez. Anything that sounds like a generic Hispanic name is like
Well, anything that sounds
it's
pretty
like an
much
instant death sentence when you're searching in California.
Yeah, well, I was going to say pretty much the generic names. Mm-hmm. Jones, Smith,
Davis.
any of those, and drop any common first name for a white person in front of it. You're going to find a ton of them, And for Hispanic names, Garcia, Lopez, you put, Jose or Jesus.
My
in front of
favorite
it.
is when you get the hyphenated last names like Jose Lopez or Jose Garcia Lopez.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Those are the fun ones.
But, Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking about this on this show, but
Yeah, I used to do those.
But how many
fake
Donald
breakfast
Trumps
jokes,
are
I
there?
know.
probably not many.
No.
Which is why he probably has an LLC that he formed so that he probably doesn't have to put his actual name on documents and has managing people who do that for him.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean his name isn't on some of it.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, but no. The thing is that they fell directly into Anonymous's trap and basically proved their point of, well, we all know you want a fascist police state, Trump. Thanks for proving it.
Yeah, I read that. That was kind of cool too.
Yeah.
The way they brought that out. So, aha,
Neener, neener, neener.
we didn't actually hack you. You hacked yourself.
Yep.
It's just a matter of taking the time to put the pieces together. It really is all it is.
Yeah.
We call that abstracting in my job. But,
Potato.
yeah.
Of course, no one actually says potato to my knowledge.
Tomato, I don't... Unless it's clamato.
Which is just disgusting. At least
It is.
I would say I've never actually had clamato because
Just the idea is...
the idea of adding clam juice to tomato juice just
one universal gag as Mike chugs his chocolate milk. Nom. Oh, that sounded disturbing. Okay. Well, that was news.
yeah.
This is disturbing. Your mom is disturbing.
Sometimes.
Shh. Don't wake her.
She'll eat the children.
Your mom's Baba Yaga?
Who?
Baba Yaga.
It's Russian myth.
Oh.
The witch
Huh.
of the witch of the winter.
Yeah.
She walks around. She travels from area to area in her hut that walks on chicken legs, eating the children's.
Oh, yeah, we got two of you guys in here now. I forgot.
You guys? What do you mean, you guys?
All of a sudden, I forgot the name of your major, but
Oh, anthropologist?
yeah, two anthropology majors. I don't know why. I was going to say paleontologist, but that's dinosaurs, right?
Yes.
Well, paleontology, mostly dinosaurs, is what most people think
or
of it
Paleolithic era.
as. Yeah, pretty much anything older than 10,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I got two anthropology majors in the room who it's hard to argue with them. What do you mean you guys know your own histories?
What?
No, that'd be crazy talk.
So Bigfoot.
Oh,
Doesn't
here we go.
exist.
It does exist. No, there's a distinct
And
possibility.
the room exploded.
Yeah.
However, there's a distinct probability in the 99 percentile or greater that he doesn't. But, you know.
Doesn't mean that he doesn't.
There's always been several upright walking creatures on this planet at any given time.
Wasn't there a giant human?
Australopithecus giganticus.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was Asian.
Yeah.
Yao Ming?
The less than accidental racism on Dustin's part, but yeah, but no, Australopithecus giganticus lived in China.
China. Yeah.
I just love the way he just rolled that right off his tongue.
I know.
Like, he didn't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
The part about calling Dustin racist, or
Gigantopithecus.
or Gigantopithecus.
Gigantopithecus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes to both.
So yeah, Gigantopithecus is a 8 to 9 foot tall, upright walking gorilla type creature.
Big, like massive teeth.
Yeah. In fact, that's what they discovered first was his teeth.
The Chinese called them dragon teeth back in the day.
And they used them as some kind of drug for something. I think probably
Male for infertility
fertilities
issues.
usually.
Yeah.
Well then.
A little bit
Alright.
of Gigantus bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bones, boner. That makes sense. Oh man. I don't think that works here. No, modern medicine has done great things since then. Viagra, Propecia. Wait, Propecia's... No, that's hair.
Well,
Shush.
If the hair follicle fits.
yeah, I'm just saying.
What's the other one?
It's okay, man. I'm on the boat with you.
I hear you.
As a matter of fact, I'm up front.
You need to start shaving your head again.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to get warmer out and get some extra money so I can pick up a electric razor so I can maintain it. I got clippers, but I want to get an actual electric razor because it's a pain in the ass to use clippers on my head.
Yes.
Yes. This is the plan, but I have not induced the plan yet. I also need my glasses.
Yeah, I think glasses are priority.
Yeah.
Dude, you get the glasses, start doing that. I'm telling you, man, Heisenberg cosplay all day long.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting you, dude. You fucking look.
Seriously.
The first time you did it, it was spot fucking on. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was using the little fedora
and the glasses.
and
the yellow jumpsuit. Boom.
Yeah, just. Oh,
and get some blue rock candy and throw it at people from a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we may make this.
And you know Nikki will be on top of making you rock candy all night long. She'll just boil some sugar water, let it sit on the strings in the
make some
fucking...
little baggies of rock candy.
Yep.
Or better yet, just do the melted sugar on the sheets and just crack it.
Yeah.
That would be probably the best way to do it.
Boom.
Totally.
Blue
Yeah.
nerds. Blue nerds would work.
What?
I don't know if you can get just blue nerds.
You can't. Well,
But they gotta be transparent, though.
Yes, yeah, it's got to be transparent. So you got to do the rock candy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Anyway.
So
all right.
yeah, I think that has been our new show.
I think that, we'll call that good for the time being. All right. Well, for the Nerd Effect News Show, we have been
Mike Mogan.
Mason, Ireland.
Scott Villette.
and I am Dustin Vancourt, and we will catch you guys on the flip side.